Kirani James, Grenada's first Olympic medalist in any sport, was Kirani James. Well, Makwala once again has really gone up very quickly. So has the young lad, the 18-year-old, 19-year-old Thabi of Botswana into the back straight. Makwala leading the charge down there. Kirani James going brilliantly as well as they approach through 200 meters, heading towards 3. And Kirani James now takes over this race right on the inside of him. Norwood of the United States going quite strongly at the moment. And from lane 2, Thabi of Botswana. But Kirani James, that big stride of his, being challenged by Norwood. But Kirani James is so strong. He's so strong in the final stages now. Makwala could come through to second. Kirani James wins it. Sean Merritt's gone off pretty quickly, so is right on the outside. Makwala once again. They won't worry too much about him, but look at this. The two big names, Kirani James and Sean Merritt, have really charged off after Makwala down as they approach 200 meters. And this is a really good run indeed. Merritt, Kirani James looks so majestic, doesn't he, as they're approaching 300 meters now. Makwala's run a bit more sensibly this time. Merritt on the inside of Kirani James. These two, as they come into the state, look at this. Kirani James opens that big stride. It's between these two, Kirani James and Merritt, and I think Kirani James gets it from Merritt. Yes, he does. Kirani James.
Starting just the quicker, Tony McQuay going well in lane 3 as well, and right on the outside Chris Brown is starting quickly in lane 7 in the orange. Martin Rooney out in lane 8, running blind pretty much, got to go hard through that first 200 metres, and Kirani James now trying to stretch through this first 200 ahead of Merritt, maybe has a half-metre lead, but not much to choose between the two big stars here. Chris Brown still going well in 7. McQuay faded badly in lane 3, but now it's Merritt just starting to come under the shoulder of Kirani James, and Merritt and James together neck and neck in. Kirani James giving Merritt a real run here. Now, Kirani James, can he get ahead of Merritt? It's going to go right to the line here. Who's going to get it? It's James, I think, just on the line. 43.98.
go that. In the centre of that field, in the almost black strip, is Kirani James. He tends to finish very strong and hold his form well, as indeed does LaShawn Merritt. They have a similar running style, although James is right up, Kirani James right up on Merritt now. There he is, fourth and right in the dark strip. Kirani James in the light blue centre of the echelon. He's got a little bit of work to do, and Kirani James certainly has run aggressively through the first 200 metres. Maslak's gone pretty well, left of picture. They're out in lane 7 for the Czech Republic. But Kirani James looks to me like he's coasting this second bend. Merritt's had to work hard to get up alongside him there in the second half of the bend. Now James starts pumping with the arms harder. The knees coming through and easing away and keeping that 1 metre gap. Merritt's accelerating, but not enough to catch him. And it's a 1 metre win. And look at the time, 43.96, the first sub-44 clocking of 2013. And that was a very, very comprehensive run from the youngster, my word.
Good clean start. Merritt needs to stay on terms with Kirani James, particularly down the back straight here, and give himself a chance. Starting very, very quickly in lane 6, Tony McQuaid of the USA. James now starting to make up some ground on Mizrahi. Merritt's still there with him, not much to choose between those two. Makwala going well all the way out there in lane 8 as you have to attack it out there. Maslak in lane 1 trying to get on terms as well. Haroon in there, but look at James round the top bend now. McQuaid still setting the pace with Makwala on the outside. But Kirani, James and Merritt are going to be stride to stride into the home straight here as McQuaid just starts to fade a little bit. But here comes Kirani James. Merritt going back as well, finishing quickly as Chris Brown. It's going to be all about Kirani James. Away nice and cleanly. Merritt often gets away quicker than James and maybe just made him half a yard, but James has started quickly here tonight. Chris Brown outside him, and they've already made up some ground. And right on the outside, Kevin Bawley attacking in lane 8 as he has to, but Kirani James really has gone hard through these first 200 metres, has taken the race to Merritt. Merritt trying to run him down. They're going to come into the home straight. You can see already there's not going to be much to choose between them. James really has gone hard through this first 300 metres. And there's Merritt right alongside him now, the two of them, stride to stride, shoulder to shoulder, battling it out. Kirani James looking strong and coming away again. Kirani James is going to make it 2 victories over Merritt, and that is a superb world leading.